El Rosario is a community of 1,700 people located a little over 200 miles south of the Southern California border. The town is primarily agricultural and is well known as the home of Mama Espinosa's restaurant. The region has an arid climate and was originally settled because of the nearby springs supplying water. The Madison Church supports a local church that meets in the minister Alfredo Chavero's, better known as Freddie's, home. The Madison Church has purchased land and is in the process of erecting a church building. BAJA Missions facilitates these mission trips by linking churches in the United States with local Mexican churches.
We're here in El Rosario, where the Madison team is conducting works of service and also works of spiritual growth. In the day we spend time in service projects, and in the evening we spend time both in fellowship and study. We gather together for a meal and then we have a study. This week we're studying Galatians 5:22, where Paul describes the fruit of the Spirit, the 9 characteristics that can be seen in a Christian as they mature and grow in Christ. And this is what we're doing with this new congregation. We are teaching the men about what it means to be a Christian and the characteristics that they take on.
Welcome to the El Rosario, and welcome to the Church of Christ in El Rosario, Baja California, Mexico.
A group of brethren from other churches north of here came and decided to hold evangelistic meetings right here on this spot where there used to be a house. The church was meeting in this house, and then it could no longer meet there, and we had to rent a facility. Also in that time we learned about Freddie's involvement in this. The Madison Church of Christ decided to support him in his work here. We had to move to Freddie's house, and the owner of his house said, "Oh, I've got 2 more rooms in the back that I haven't rented you. You may use them." As Madison was learning more about this mission here, they decided we needed to have a building. The Lord led us back to this property where the church first started, and we bought this. This is a united effort of the churches of Baja with the Madison Church of Christ and Freddie to bring the light and love of Jesus to this community.
We invite you to participate to this great work of God.
This is our optical section, and the way it works, you go through the medical check-in, and they will put on the paper whether or not you think you have some eye issues. Maybe you just want readers or sunglasses as you come in. This year, Arlene is our greeter, and she'll point you in the direction you need to go. If you want to get your eyes checked, we have a refractor here. Checking your eyes and seeing what your prescription is and whether or not you need glasses. If you do, they write on the form what the prescription is, whether you're nearsighted, farsighted, and then we go through our haystack. That's the big thing. We have to assemble a haystack of glasses. That's why we bring in the donated prescription glasses. We get some from Lions Club because you need a haystack because you're looking for a needle. And it's a search, but we have a team searching through the glasses to find those prescriptions to fit the different individuals that come in. We try to make sure everybody leaves with sunglasses because that's a need, but we've had some really great stories. One of the sweetest ones was Maria is the older woman that she's completely blind. Her prescription's a -12. Last year we were able to fit her with a pair of men's glasses, a -9, and not what she needed, but at least she was able to read her Bible again. Well, this year we had arranged to pick up some Lions Club high-powered glasses that we got at the last minute. Well, we got these glasses here, and because of that, we were able to get her into exactly what she needed to be able to see, and they're a women's frame. So that was one of the best stories. But another one, this little boy, Cristobal, I think is his name, he came in and he was just nearsighted enough that his world had turned fuzzy. And when we put those glasses on him that were really just a perfect match for him, and his face lit up because his world just sharpened again, probably for the first time in quite some time. That just really brought me a lot of joy.
Each morning we like to start our day and end our day with a devotional and some singing of some songs.
I wanted to talk a little bit about something. When we come here, we're obviously out of our comfort zone, and I want to encourage us and everybody think about stretching outside of your comfort zone while you're here. Some of it is easy because we're in a different environment, but some of it is pure opportunity and something that we can do. You know, that's how we grow. That's how we learn. Stretching is how we share and how we care. The Lord intends for us to stretch both physically and spiritually.
We're here at the house of some members of the local church. Find out a little bit about their lives, tell them a little bit about our lives. We are bringing a sack full of groceries for them and just letting them know that we're trying to spread the love of God in this country and want to just have a better relationship with them.
We're here in El Rosario this morning doing our wellness checks and health clinic. What we do after we have some assessments of blood pressure, blood sugar, weights, and things like that, they're directed over to us at the medical clinic, where we have 2 nurses do wellness assessments and clinical needs, and then we help treat basic needs.
Let's see, so we got Icy Hot coming to rub, Tylenol for pain, and some famotidine for the acid. This baby really had a very bad case of diaper rash, so we gave him an antifungal and encouraged him to go diaperless. Most of the people here have chronic illnesses, diabetes, hypertension, and those are things that they usually have medicines for.
She just had high blood pressure, and so recommending that she goes and follows up with the clinic, with the doctor that is here routinely, so that she can make sure that if they need to put her on any medication. We also gave her a nutrition handout and recommend that she try to avoid as much sodium as possible and fried foods.
This is my 3rd year in working with the women here in El Rosario, and having our American women model what Christian sisterhood really is to the Hispanic members is just phenomenal. Every year we have a theme, and this year's theme have been Fruit of the Spirit. And so every night the ladies get a memento to take home with them to remind them of our studies. For example, tonight the teenagers and I have painted rocks with different fruit of the Spirit on them for the ladies to have as remembrances of our time together. But it's been really neat to watch the relationships grow throughout the 3 years, and it's just an amazing thing to have sisters in America and El Rosario loving one another.
That is the theme of our trip down in El Rosario, joy, knowing the joy of Jesus Christ. And how we do that, as team leader of the paint crew, we paint schools, we paint buildings, we paint fences, and in fact, right now, our students are painting the sanctuary for Freddie's church here in El Rosario.
We have had access here to 3 elementary schools and 1 middle school, one of which we're doing here today, where we're playing volleyball with the kids and our youth as well. We brought some soccer balls and have played that as well. We brought them some nets for their basketball goals, and you know, it's been a really good opportunity for our youth to intermix with their youth and just to build the relationships that foster through everything that we do here.
I have come to spread the word of Christ to all of the people who live here, and also to encourage everyone to exercise every day. I brought my own equipment. I used the stretch band. I also encourage them to cut out sliders for their feet so that they can exercise their legs, whether they're sitting at home in a chair or outside sitting in the dirt. I just want them to love Christ and to enjoy exercising every day of their lives.
We're here in El Rosario, Mexico, spreading the love of Christ to the children here. Jamie and I are in charge of the Vacation Bible School program, and in conjunction with our theme, which is Fruits of the Spirit, we have taught Jesus calms the sea.
Water poured into the little boat.
Y el agua entró dentro del bote.
Jesus' helpers were scared.
Los discípulos estaban muy asustados.
We have taught Naaman.
Many years ago, in the country of Aram, there lived a man named Naaman.
We have taught the Good Samaritan.
The Good Samaritan lifted the man's head and gave him a drink.
The children have been wonderful. We've had as many as 16. We've taught in the morning and at night. And the response that we've gotten from the community has been very welcoming.
Our children and our helpers have been phenomenal. We are spreading the love of Jesus here in El Rosario through the Madison Church of Christ.